Greetings. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are good and I hope that you guys are amazing and healthy. I honestly had no idea I was ever gonna come back to YouTube. I don't want to sit here and lie to y'all. But then I just remembered how much I loved like just sitting in front of my camera and just venting, you know, and the fact that I actually built like a whole segment of my own that accommodated that type of thing. So I just woke up this morning and I was just like, I just miss my people, you know. Yeah, I also have a little friend, an unwanted friend. I haven't had a pimple in like months. So it's very interesting. I don't know why the hell I'm breaking out, but I think it has something to do with the change of weather. But I hope you guys have been good. I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves. I know it's been like, I think it's been like 3 months now. It's been like 3 months since my last upload. I'm not proud of that at all, but I'm going to explain everything that I've been through. And this is not like a video where I'm gonna be complaining or anything like that. I'm just gonna be basically telling you guys what has been going on in my life, why I haven't been able to film. And as you can see from the title of the video, it's what things that I've been struggling with, both like outside and just like internal battles that I've been battling on my own. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video and do continue watching if you want to hear it. So guys, my hair, there's nothing that's stressing me out like my hair right now. It's so problematic. This video is a Dear Diary video, and I will be talking about things that I'm struggling with currently. I don't know what it is, but like guys, I feel so exhausted these days. I don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with my iron, because I used to take iron supplements when I was back home, and then I stopped, and it was like period inflicted iron deficiency type. I don't know if that's a word, but like I think a lot of women have it. So it's kind of like, it sucks because you can't do anything about it. You just have to take it for the rest of your life. So I think it has something to do with that. So if you guys know any like recommended like supplement, because I don't want to go to the hospital, I'll explain that in this video as well. But anyways, so anyways, my last upload was in May. I was supposed to upload a video for my birthday. I remember my birthday was 5th of May. We did the usual not the usual, like I sound so like ugh, but my friend guys, I actually don't have many friends, but anyway, my friend Balipi came over, and then my little sister and her friend came over, and it was just like the 4 of us that weekend, and we went to the Clizzy, we spent time together, we ate food. It was a very good weekend. So the content, I think, innately very good, but I don't want to lie, like that's honestly when like I started like burnout type of thing. So I was very underwhelmed with the content that I made that weekend. And not even that I wasn't filming it, I had lost some of the footage that I made that weekend. So I literally just decided to put that out there. Oh, this pimple is bothering me. But yeah, so the month of May was honestly a crazy month for me. I kind of had like a little, not relapse, but like I kind of went into, there's a video Balipi and I spoke about like how crazy we used to like groove and stuff like that, because it was honestly like the only thing that we knew, you know. One thing about here, like in this, like here, I don't know if it's just in Joburg, but like going out for groove is kind of cheaper than going out for thinking, what do you call it, like actually like doing activities, like whether you go hiking, whether you want to travel, whether you want to, you know, you get what I mean, because groove is actually like free, like for from what I know, not free, but you get what I mean, like, don't judge me. But yeah, so I kind of went back into that whole thing of like, I was grooving every weekend, I was drinking a lot, and honestly, it's not even that I can't do without that type of life, but it's the only thing that was happening in my life at that time, you know what I mean? Like, I spend most of my weekends at home. My weeks at home, I don't go anywhere. Like I said, I don't have like a lot of people that I know here, or at least in my hood. So the only person I see religiously is my little sister. So that's just that, so whenever weekend comes, I'm just like, what the hell? Not at one point I didn't realize how much it was like, actually, like I was actually going back to the person I was trying to avoid. Drinking every weekend. I don't want to get too into detail about it. Basically had a whole like relapse of that whole entire groove. I think it wasn't too bad, but it was still like not impressive of me, and it really wasn't helping like the type of person, like helping me get to the type of person that I wanted to be. I'm still gonna groove, but like when it gets to a point where you feel I feel like I need to go out, that's when it becomes a problem for me. And it was starting to get there, guys. I was going out every single weekend. Friday and on Mondays I would go out to like Makodi Monday and stuff like that. So it was just like, and the suckish thing the suckish thing was that like once your Monday, once my Monday is messed up, my entire week is not productive. I won't be doing anything. I won't be doing any filming. I won't be doing nothing. Guys, they robbed me. In the same month of May, they stole my phone. There's nothing as painful as being able to track your phone and like its whereabouts, and you having no power to go fetch it. Because I was hearing so much advice, like people were saying go to the cops, because the way they stole it also was like very ridiculous of me. It was very irresponsible. That one I will admit the way I lost my phone was very irresponsible. It had nothing to do with like, that's why I couldn't like, I cried like initially, but then I couldn't like complain about it because I was like, bro, it's kind of your fault. But anyways, so I was hearing like so much advice from so many people, because this hair gel, I don't know if it's just me, but it has like a white residue, which is so annoying. But anyways, I was hearing so much advice from different people, because people were like, go to the cops, you can track the phone, go to the cops and then tell them like what happened and stuff like that. And then some people were just like, bro, if you describe how you lost your phone, the cops aren't gonna take it seriously. And funny enough, like there's this area that people like, because I made a tweet about like how I lost my phone, and then a couple of people replied and they were just like, they tracked their phones and it was at a certain place. And I was like, that's so crazy, because mine was at this certain place, and apparently that place is so dangerous. Tell me why I went there with an Uber. I went there with an Uber, one man, to go fetch my phone, child. What was I gonna say to those people? Like, I don't even know how I'm alive to this day. But anyways, of course, upon my phone getting stolen, I couldn't record. I lost everything. And mind you, that phone was like new. Like I only had that phone for like 5 months, so it kind of sucked that was happening. It kind of sucked, but fortunately I had like backup, so I could replace my phone quite swiftly, which is why I'm using the new one right now. I didn't lose, thanks to Apple, I didn't lose like most of my contacts. I have all my contacts from the previous phone, but I didn't text everybody because I don't want to be annoying, you know what I mean? So I'm always the one who's changing numbers. I'm always the one who's you know, it's always me, bro. Like of course, upon that I couldn't film, but for like 2 weeks, honestly, because I replaced it after like 2 weeks. for nothing. And then honestly I stopped going out that time because it was just like I kind of went through that whole thing of like, oh, why are bad things happening to me type of thing. Like, yo guys, like, I was just going through a lot. It was so hard. I remember that week, I think my little sister and I were both going through a lot, like, actually. And like, we're both people that don't like to like bother people. Like 90% I like to deal with it one bad. So that time we literally had like 15 rand to our name, and we walked to the nearest KFC, yeah thing. And this is the week I lost my phone. We walked to the nearest KFC and we bought one virgin mojito, and we just drank it and sat there and just like, but yeah, obviously I wasn't like, I'm just being dramatic, but yeah, kind of going through that whole thing where I was like self-pitying myself. I was very angry, I was very angry, like towards myself, towards life itself, towards my faith. I was just very like, you know what, I hate everything. Nobody talks about how like for me, let me speak for myself. Like, words, like someone coming to me, and I'm a believer, I'm a full believer, like I'm a full Christian, full on Christian, but somehow like when I'm going through it, like people telling me, or like, yeah, God is just testing you, or endure, or like God is like, this is your endurance phase, like it doesn't comfort me at all. I don't know what it is, but like I don't find comfort in words of like me struggling and it teaching me endurance, you know. Pray, I'll still like voice out like my troubles and stuff like that, you know, because that's just what we're supposed to do. That's what makes me feel better sometimes. But during that time, I just didn't want to hear anything. I say to my friends, like, if stressing about things meant that whatever you're stressing about was gonna be solved or fixed, whatever, however you want to understand it, then stressing would make sense, you know. So, and that's something that I told myself, like it's something that I came up with for myself, you know. It's not something that like someone had to tell me, you know. So it kind of made me feel it. I like, whenever I'm in moments where I'm just going through it, I just tell myself that like, okay, I'm stressing right now, but like, what is like, is stressing actually going to speed up whatever like I'm worrying about, with messing up my whole entire day, my whole entire month, and like it defining my whole entire life, you know what I mean? Still wanted to remain grateful. So I can't say that like I actually dealt with that quite well. I really did. I was good. Another thing that I'll say I'm struggling with currently is isolation. And I feel like a lot of the times when people speak about like how they feel alone, or like, you know, something along those lines, people take it personally, which is fair, like, because I've seen so many chats about like when people speak about like how they feel lonely, like everybody's so quick to attack them. Like, it annoys me when like people say that, because like they'll say like, why, when like I'm literally here for you, which is so fair. It's so fair to say that, because like we honestly do have friends and family that like go out of their way to make sure that we're okay and stuff. But something about the mind, like if it doesn't understand something, it's not going to explain that to your feelings, you know what I mean? So when I say I was going through isolation, I'm not talking about like how I had nobody around me. I really do. I always do have a support system from my friends, my family, and friends and family. So it's like I was good in that sense. But isolation, I mean, like for the first time, I'm 24, right? I had this ideology about life and how I was supposed to be living right now. So already that on its own is like a whole thing, you know. It's a whole thing. When you see like so many people, like, you know, comparison is like, I know that comparison is not the best way to gauge life in general, but if you want, like, there's things that you see that like you actually would love for yourself, you know what I mean? And sometimes those things take longer than others. And yeah, I know the whole thing, yeah, you know, things happen at their own time and stuff, but like when you have been for so long dreaming that like at a certain stage in my life I'm going to have this, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this at least in check, and life just humbles you, it's not a nice feeling, you know. It's just been that from all aspects of my life, from like my relationships, from like working. There's nothing as difficult as being an unemployed babe right now. And then there's just like things that I wanted for myself, you know. I was thinking by now I'm gonna be further in my education, or at least like finishing it off, and just like a bunch of other things. Just the other thing of like, even with people, like for the first, I was telling my friends the other day that like no, one of my friends, that like, yo, I miss when we could just like go and see each other, like, because you lived 5 minutes away from me, and now it's just impossible. Like we have to plan like a year ahead, you know, because all my friends live in different countries. Like that has been a struggle. I'm like, when I did have access to when we did have access to each other, I never thought that like it was gonna be like this. Like I didn't plan it. Even at the time when I decided to move here, I always had this idea that like, Bots is just here, you know. I never really deeped how hard it was gonna be. There's just also like this thing, yeah, like we're growing up, everybody is going through different things, you know. I'm doing my own thing, my friends are doing their own thing, my family members are doing their own thing, you know. And like honestly, people don't always have time, you know. People don't always have time to just be there, and like, you know, they don't always have time to just be there. You know what I mean? And like, I'm a very like respectful person, I'm a very understanding person as well, so I don't like to place myself in people's lives and like expect them to just be available for me when I want them to, type of thing. So the isolation comes with the fact that like I've had to deal with things that I would easily just like tell my friends about, or tell my family about, or tell whoever I'm with about it. You know what I mean? Like most of the things now I have to deal with alone, because people are genuinely like busy and occupied, you know. And it's not an intentional thing, it's not a thing of like people are horrible towards you, or life is just horrible towards you. That's just that. That's where the isolation really came from. But I can say that there's so much growth that came from it. I was someone that how do I say it? I was someone that was, I won't say not aware of my feelings, but like I was not like unaware of, like, I would really like ask my friends like, okay, so I'm feeling this way today, what do you think it is? Or I'll try to like I was always getting answers from like people that I was relying on, you know. And because I was forced to be placed in this like position of isolation, I now like am more understanding of myself, you know. I know how to critique myself, I know how to like calm myself down. Like when I started this year, I was just like, you know what, I just want to become a better person in general. So I kind of got into a phase where I was just like over fixating on every single decision that I'm making, you know. Everything that I did had the opposite return, type of thing, you know. Like I was hyper fixating, right? So I would say like, if say I ghosted someone and then someone ghosts me, and then so I would, upon like trying to figure out why that person ghosted me, I'll be like, okay, is this person like, does this person think about me the way I was thinking about the person that I ghosted, you know? And when I tell you that that's how I was thinking with every single situation that was happening in my life, you know. I feel like to a certain extent it is a good way to like look at someone's like point of view and stuff like that, but like I was over fixating about it, where like it's yo guys. So I could say that like that's one of the things that I've had to like just relax about, you know. And yeah. I was supposed to tell you guys what happened when I went to the hospital. So I did manage to remove my wisdom tooth. I was supposed to, in June, yeah, beginning of June, that tooth in Twinyaka, I managed to take it out, and the person guys, yo, it was cold that day. When we got there, they basically gave us, I told you guys where I was taking it. No, I was taking them out. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want any problems, but it was basically a public hospital, which honestly I was very calm because they're honestly the best people, the best doctors there. They put us into, I wish I had a picture. If I find the video, I'll show it to you guys. They gave us like these gowns, short sleeve, like get the can, and we basically had to like remove our clothes. I had no idea that was gonna happen because I was like, guys, this is like a face thingy. So I was just like, how is it gonna affect, like, how is this gonna affect anything? But anyways, because it's a surgery, so cold, it was so cold, guys. I was walking around that hospital in just a sheet on my body. I got there at 8 and I only took out my tooth around, I think 2-3 p.m. about on the day I was supposed to remove all 4 of them, but I only managed to remove 2 because no kids and the people never want to chase. Imagine on an appointment, and remember guys, because I looked at that appointment got March, but her thing was saying and they need to go. But anesthesia, I don't know if it's the anesthesia, local anesthesia, thing like started wearing off like mid-surgery. So I was telling this guy like, bro, I can feel the drill, like I can feel it. And I was quite calm, you know. I have a high tolerance with pain, so I was quite calm. So I looked at him, I'm like, I can kind of feel that. Am I supposed to feel that? And he's like, no, you're just panicking. He's like, no, don't worry, you're just panicking. I was like, no, I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking right now. And then he just started going, and then that's when I started screaming and like crying because, bro, I was feeling, I could feel every single thing. Like, then the lady that was helping me, I don't know what it is about women in public service, but like they're not the nicest. I think we're all aware of that. I don't know what's that about. But so she tells me, if we have to cover you again, basically like put more numb me more, then I'm gonna have to go wait outside in the line again. I'm like, Musadi Gwen, I don't mind because I'm literally dying right now. It took me like trembling, like I had to start like to actually say, oh no, let's cover her one more time. Like, and then they covered me like 3 times, and then after that I was quiet. So that like quite a lot of times like black women in hospitals are just not listened to, and especially like when it's like serious diseases, like, you know. And I was like, I kind of experienced that. Of course there's been like more serious situations, but they just don't believe us, bro. Like they just think that like we're nagging about it and stuff. But I was like, bro, like it shouldn't have taken me to be in like pain for you to take me seriously. Yeah, I hope that you guys loved this video. I missed you guys so much. I missed you so much. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and share this channel with your friends. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.